going on, everybody? It's FREEDO here for your Overwatch, and do I have some interesting PTR news for you. Ana players rejoice. It looks like the massive nerfs to her are going to be pulled back, as it was clear that Ana's struggled to be able to survive under the new impending doom that would be her state after the severe nerfs. Now, for us, we kind of preferred her lethality versus her sustainability, but it looks like the damage nerf is going to go through, and the power of the biotic nade will stay. The revenge of the biotic grenade. It will not be stopped. Definitely a good thing that one of these nerfs were reverted, because having both things gone would make Ana probably unplayable for most players, like we predicted, and a lot of Ana players voiced on the forums that it was way too much. The rent is too damn high. Ana will still be playable now, but at least she has some weakness, and that is she's more of a healer support character rather than being able to dish out damage. And that's fine. Moving in a sensible direction. But other characters that are moving in awesome directions on the PTR are Zenyatta and Sombra. Zenyatta is no longer going to be able to place Orb of Discord through barriers. As we said in our discussion video originally, that would be an insane power if he kept that, because it allows him to do more actions more frequently and be able to keep pelting out damage. But now, instead, Zenyatta's Orb of Destruction weapon spread has been removed. If you don't know, on the live version of the game, and you can see this if you have the bloom on your Zenyatta crosshair on, which is the only character that I have bloom on for, Zenyatta had an RNG component to his main and alternate fire, meaning that you couldn't aim perfectly, necessarily. Now, it wasn't a huge RNG component, because let's be honest, Zenyatta's projectile hitbox was fairly big. Not as big as a Pharah rocket, but somewhere in between that and a small Genji shuriken, probably a little bit more akin to the current day Hanzo arrow. So it didn't really affect him too much, I would say. But now that it's even more accurate, means that if you have the skills to hit that shot perfectly, just like a Pharah rocket, it's going to go straight as an arrow. Well, Hanzo's arrows actually bend, so straight as a Pharah rocket. So for those bloodthirsty supports out there, Zenyatta just got an amp up in his lethality, because that means you're going to be able to hit some pretty insane shots reliably. It didn't make too much difference for hitting body shots, I think, but sometimes the head hitboxes can be hard to hit, and those are the money shots for Zen. If you don't know, with the Orb of Discord applied, he does 120 damage to the head. I'm not exaggerating, that's right. Zen does as much damage to the head as a Pharah rocket does direct. Now obviously, Zen doesn't have a jetpack, but that's still an intense amount of damage coming from a support. Not to mention that his right click is also affected by this spread that's going to be removed, meaning that Zen's ability to snipe things by charging up a shot from around the corner and popping out and melting something is even better now, as he's likely going to be able to get a nice stream of balls pelting into the face of an enemy even at long distances, because there's not going to be that RNG component and you actually can aim perfectly. Very exciting for Zenyatta players out there, and if the Ana nerfs weren't enough, I think regardless of whatever buff they end up sticking to with Zenyatta, whether it's his Discord orb through barriers or this extra accuracy that he's got now, he's going to be a solid pick going forward and definitely going to be competitive for that secondary healer slot. Sombra got another extra quality of life change that we did mention in our first video today. Keeping in mind, this is our third video of the day, and if you haven't seen those two videos, be sure to check our channel page to catch up. But they did go ahead and put through the Sombra change that allows hacked health packs to be seen through walls by your allies. Such a massive change. It allows your teammates to leverage the fact that Sombra is sort of a support, really. And Jeff Kaplan has even said that himself, that she kind of fits in the support category akin to how a Symmetra is kind of a support, but in a murky area where it doesn't really fit directly. With that being the case, teammates can know that they can leverage those areas of the map to be able to heal themselves just as they would to run back to their healers. They can now run back to those health packs. Between that and all the other changes to Sombra, she's definitely a viable pick now and a force to be reckoned with on the Overwatch battlefield. Guys, what do you think about the changes that are coming to the PTR so quickly? We got more characters coming down the pipeline, Orisa, and of course, probably another one whose name rhymes with list, I think, at least in the near future. And a bunch of rebalancing that's adding new life to the game of Overwatch. It's so important that the devs do this to keep injecting interest into the game, whereas otherwise the meta can start to feel a little stale and a lot of players' favorite characters might feel a little bit out in the cold. Game balance is really looking to be getting to a great spot coming soon, and I can't wait for these changes to go live, really. I think these are all great. We largely agreed with most of the big patch changes in the PTR discussion that we made yesterday, but now these small little tweaks and extra little quality of life ones are like a cherry on top. Now, please give us the Sunday, Blizzard. Make this go live, and let's get Orisa to boot. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does help us out and lets us know that you're enjoying the content. If you haven't already subscribed, you're going to want to do that and hit the bell icon so you can get notified when our videos go live. Notification squad, activate! Link to the description. You can check out our Twitter, our Twitch page, and our Discord server where you can interact with the community and find teammates to pair up with. There just might be the Zenyatta main of your dreams. That's been it for me. I've been FREEDO for Your Overwatch. I'll see you guys next time.